Do you think they're too far gone? Do you think they're too far gone? In their head? Those folk with the little red hats on. The mad cats. Yeah. I think they might be, you know. They don't want to accept reality. They don't want to know the truth. They just share that. They see folk being, abused, beaten up on the streets, shoved in alligator Alcatraz, for instance. They cheer it. You speak up against our Trump? Wow. Off you go to El Salvador. They think it's wonderful, they do. But I wonder, right? Will that worm turn at some point in the future? Maybe in 2026? When their healthcare triples in price? You see, someone who's, say, for instance, 60 years old, earning around 75k or what have you, maybe on pensions or whatever it might be, well, their healthcare is going to increase to around by $841. And there's more examples of that, which I'll give you in a moment. But you see, the Democrats, Keane, Jeffries and Chucky Schumer, well, they went to the White House, that they did, and Donald Trump told them literally to fuck off. That he did. Yeah. Fuck it, he said. Very presidential, wouldn't you say? No? Neither would I. Well, you see, they tried. Quite poorly, quite frankly, because if you're going to stand up to Trump, you need to do it full on, that you do. You need to threaten him. Well, actually, I might have a copy of the old files under my bed somewhere. I think I got a copy there somewhere. Bino, I saw you stand there in the corner. Yeah, so at the end of the day, many Democrats are probably in those files as well. But, you see, those of us on the left, we don't care. We want to expose all the factors, but Donald Trump will do absolutely everything he can to delay. Distract. And shut down the government. So the federal workers don't get paid. Lovely. Not. What you see. The Democrats are going to keep on trying that, they are. Alright? As weak as it might be, but they'll keep on trying. Try and reverse this, what's about $1 trillion in the Medicare cuts. Well, a.k.a. Obamacare, I suppose. You see, a lot of these people don't realise they don't, you see. They're the ones who say, oh, it's socialism. And so, and you say, well, you're going to lose your Medicare or your Medicaid. Or you don't get Medicare or Medicaid. Well, a lot of these people don't realise that in their state, it might be called something different. To disassociate themselves from Obama, because they're probably Republican states. But at the end of the day, they are still utilising the same system. They just call it something different. So they're all going to be affected. People will die as a result of this. Who can afford $841 increase in your health insurance? Not many people, is there? That makes me thankful that I live in a civilised country. I live in France, I do. Yeah. And we have a healthcare system that works for everybody. And if you can't afford the 30%, basically what happens here in France, 2/3 are paid by the state. The other third that you got paid via an insurance. But we call it insurance malady here. And it's cheap. Really, really cheap. Okay? But if you can't afford it, in other words, you're earning below a threshold, which is something like 20 grand or something like that anyway, you can get a thing, if I remember right, it's called complementaire. CMU. And that allows you to get free healthcare. Right, 100% free. Includes your medications, all your prescriptions, your dental, your eyesight. all included. Canada has a health system that is free at the point of use. The United Kingdom's got a health system that's free at the point of use. They're civilised countries. The United States ain't civilised. You go about and say, oh, we're the greatest country in the world. No, you're not. You've just been told that and you believed it. What, they're the bollocks, eh? Let's be honest. And you will chant and you will sing his praises. The orange bond shits and pantsing in the White House. The mango Mussolini, the paprika Palpatine. You'll cheer him. You'll even suckle onto his chocolate starfish, that you will, given the chance. That's what you'll do. Meanwhile, he's ripping away your healthcare. Now, many of you probably found it very difficult to pay the reduced fees in the first place, and now it's pretty much tripled. A couple more examples, which I wrote down over here. Anthem, all right? Currently, $307 a month. It's going to go to $965 a month. If you're a 62-year-old, earning $65k a year, it's going to go from $228 a month to $1,142 a month. You see different examples across the board in different areas as well. It changes with the wind, it does. Just so they can, those blackboards. I'm old school, me. Although I do have tech and all, you know. Just so the billionaires can get their 4.5 trillion tax relief. Yeah. So you're going to lose your healthcare because you won't be able to afford it. And the billionaires get a bung. 4.5 trillion in tax cuts. But you lot can just die. Trump don't care. All right, Jack, he says. I'm creaming you, that I am. I'm punishing you for sacking me after my last term. I'm punishing you for taking me through the courts because he's a petulant little child. It's Kanks. As iHipNews would put it. Another great channel, definitely worth watching, is iHipNews. Two elderly ladies who, full of Botox, facelifts, but they're hilarious. And they just say it as it is. And we need to see more of that. We need to hear more of that. People's honest point of view of the shit that is hitting the fan at the moment. Unfortunately, mainstream media is, they've succumbed. They've capitulated. ABC, with Jimmy Kimmel, for instance. Disney. Google just paid Trump $24 million. It's just right across the board. It's just attack after attack after attack after attack. So they're controlling you. And if you capitulate, he will come back for more, and then again and again and again. You have to stand up to bullies and shoot them down in their, I'll say their prime, but it's definitely not in his prime, is he? No, he's a walking cankle. Well, that he is, yeah. Cankalisms. One day you'd defeat. I can't wait, to see the exploding cankalism. Yes. Oh, crikey. Oh, it gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. It does. I mean, blood and guts everywhere. There will, and like lumps of lard and what have you. Like a killer whale kind of being. Anyway, yeah, maybe was he more like a sperm whale? Anyway, what do you reckon? Please leave in the comments down below. Is Donald Trump a sperm whale? Subscribe to the channel, little bell icon. You get a warm, fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload one of my crazy videos. But they're special. And do you know why? Because I won't lie to you. I'll just say it as I see it. And that's as simple as that. Speak the truth. Shame the devil. Live by it. He did. Live by the sword. Yeah, live by the truth. Like we all should be. and shun and push back against the mistruths, the lies, the deceptions. That's what we must all do. Anyway, I'd like to thank Guard the Leaf again. Just a quickie, because they managed to, they said nice things about me on their channel. Yeah, nice things they did. Yeah. And as a result, I got 2,000 subscribers in 24 hours, which is amazing. I was not to say I was happy. It's an understatement. It's an endorsement, you know. It's that endorsement. I mean, it gives you buzz, doesn't it? It does give you buzz. It's just nice. Anyway, it's time for me to go. I'm going to say toodaloo now, but be safe. Don't let the feckin' bastards grind you down. You know. But fight. Stand up against it. Stand up against this tyranny. It's exactly what it is. And if you don't stand up, the person beside you ain't going to stand up. And anyway, that's a little bollocks. There you go. Toodaloo. Don't forget to beat the like button.